What's up? This is JD, founder of Lead You. Today we are in Asbury Park, New Jersey, my current hometown, meeting with one of my good friends, old school buddies, Mr. Phil Fazio. Phil teaches 5th grade at Ardena Elementary in Howell, New Jersey. Today we're gonna meet up, hop on some bikes, then we're gonna eat ice cream and talk about education. Everybody, you know this is Educators on Bikes Getting Ice Cream. All right, Foz, welcome to the Bike Cave.
This is nice.
Yeah, here at Second Life Bikes. You know, this is the bike that I decided to get for you today. It is a hand bike.
I see that.
Yes, there's a couple, you know, that's a real nice shirt.
Well, you know what I got in Milwaukee on my trip? You got a pretty nice shirt, too.
Yeah, no, but your shirt, I mean,
okay.
We both have nice shirts.
Nice shirts.
Let it be, we both have very nice shirts on. And this is a very nice bike. It's a hand bike because you're a hands-on teacher. Having worked in the same building as you, I know that you like your kids to be engaged by hands-on experiments and getting them up, moving around. So I thought a hand bike would make perfect sense for you.
This is a wonderful connection.
Isn't it?
I wouldn't have been able to connect the dots.
You see how I did that?
Yeah.
And another thing is, I heard, Phil, from a little birdie that you aren't the best on actual bikes.
Yeah, so I am better with my hands than I am with my feet.
Okay, is that how it works?
The whole like hand-eye coordination thing.
Not really working.
I'm good with.
Right.
It's the foot-eye coordination.
Foot-eye coordination.
Not good.
All right, so I'm here. You know what? I want to differentiate and I want to help you out. You know, and make sure that you have a good experience. That's why we got you a hand bike.
This looks great.
Let's hop on these things. I got one for myself too. We'll go grab some ice cream. Talk about education.
I like that.
All right, man. Nice shirt.
First thing that I tell my students the first day of school is that, yes, I'm there to teach them things and to show them, you know, right from wrong, or to show them things in math, to show them things in science. But above everything else, I'm there to keep them safe.
Right.
I think it's, for especially our school is 3 to 5, so we have a lot of younger students coming in from 2nd grade to a new school,
Absolutely.
to a new environment, and they need to know that we have their back and that they can feel safe in those 4 walls of the school. I think having a male influence with those kids that had such a young age, that might not come from a background where they have a male influence, whether it be a father, an uncle, a grandfather, or even an older brother.
Right.
Some kids absolutely need that. They're young. They're 8, 9, 10 years old, and you know they're not machines. You know?
Right.
They're little kids, and sometimes they need to let loose a little bit. They need to have fun. They need to relax. So I try to balance that as best I can.
Well, this is Phil.
How's it going?
Nice to meet you.
Jimmy, this is your place?
It's our place, yeah, absolutely.
Awesome, man. How did things get started here? How long have you been here?
Been here about 5 years.
Okay.
We were looking for an alternative vegan market to do a vegan makeup.
Yeah.
And when we looked at the building, we tried the vegan ice cream, fell in love with the product, and said, hey, man, let's give it a go. And that was 5 years ago.
Wow, man. And now you guys you're killing it, huh?
Now we're killing it. Absolutely.
That's great.
Nice.
Yeah. Liam, what do you think, man? What do you recommend?
I recommend peanut butter monster. It's got peanut butter Oreos, chocolate fudge. It's got everything you love in one ice cream.
Well,
So
peanut butter monster.
Yeah.
What's the difference between the peanut butter monster, because I'm a peanut butter freak,
Yeah.
and the peanut butter chaos? Is that what it is? Yeah.
Everything here is dairy.
Gotcha.
Everything down there is vegan.
Okay.
So
All right.
there you got the milk fats, the dairy fats. Down there we use peanut butter as a base. So it's a peanut butter ice cream.
That's where the monster comes. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Noted.
right.
All right. You have like a popular item that's normally ordered?
Probably Piggy Monster. That's one of the most popular. Either that or Monster.
It's our biggest seller.
Think
Fun selling
they're pushing it big. I mean, what do we got? Let's name some of the Asbury Park.
Here we are.
So you live in Asbury.
Yeah, been here for almost 7 years now.
I'm just gonna jump right into it. Today we're gonna talk about a couple things. I thought it would be important for us to talk about your opinion on the following. Really, I want to talk about Donald Trump, the Me Too movement, Brexit, and I'd like you to really kind of discuss your last 5 relationships that you've had at length, so everybody can hear. Is that cool with you?
I thought this was educators on bikes getting.
No, this is the Barbara Walters. It was called a current affair. Blah, 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 blah. Phil Fazio Export. No, seriously, does having a beard make you a better teacher?
Absolutely, 100%.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I get to decorate it for Christmas, which is nice.
All right.
It adds a nice little flair.
How were you before the beard as a teacher compared to after the beard?
Before the beard, I was asked questions like, hey,
When's the beard coming?
Why don't you have a beard? Like, what are you doing? You know? But post beard, it's been nothing but
things have been really going well for you since the beard.
Taking off.
Yeah, I really noticed.
Yeah.
Have you ever had nightmares of losing the beard?
No, I've already lost most of my hair on the top of my head, so I'm not scared of that anymore.
Hey, that's a nice shirt.
Yeah, you too.
So we were teachers together in the same building, man, and I think people know that we've been friends for a very long time now, and working with your friends in the same building and trying to keep that really trying to keep that level of professionalism was a lot of fun with you. I don't know how well we did. We used to do things like. What do we do? We used to change shirts.
The changing of the shirts was a good time.
I know, and
it confused a lot of people.
The teachers were not as amused; they were more confused about it. But and I also something I always remember, man, and I always remember this forever, is walking in the hallway, and you know how like you walk in the hallway with your class.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, and like you're looking around, you're just you're like Timmy. All right, how do we walk? And I always remember whenever sometimes I'd be able to walk past your class, and trying to keep a straight face and notice. The go-to phrase. What was our go-to? What was your go-to phrase?
Oh, if anything was going on, or if they needed a little bit of calming down, I'll wait. And it's not even like an effective line.
I'll wait.
You know?
No. Yeah, it's just.
But they see you waiting.
Yeah, you're just like, I'll wait.
And you just keep waiting. Yeah.
Why is that's a go-to teacher line too all the time, right?
It's one of the best.
Yeah, just like I'll wait.
Yeah. We got all day. Yeah. I'll wait.
And then they're just thinking like, okay, like he'll wait, and then they wait for you to wait, and then you go on.
Yeah, you can't say it like I'll wait.
Yeah.
Because then if you say it with the I'll wait, you
get
a little high pitched
like
tone.
I'm a little upset.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what we're gonna do right now? Nick loves when I play this game. Phil, face me. You can't stand this. I'm gonna play a quick game where you have to ask me, or you have to say if you think the name of the ice cream sounds like something you'd like.
Okay.
Okay, ready? All right, so you just face forward.
Okay.
Here we go. Honey lavender.
That sounds delightful.
Lemon cookie.
Maybe.
Vanilla bean.
Yeah.
Cosmos.
Cosmos?
Cosmos.
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 I'd give it a go.
The devil's food.
Of course.
The orange creamsicle.
Yes.
Snickers. Coffee brownie.
Come on.
Peanut butter monster. Of
course.
Let's do it. Close your eyes for a second. And keep them closed.
Okay.
I want you to I'd like you to think about who you were as a student. Think about and describe to me who you were as a student. Keep your eyes closed and tell me about young Phil.
I was definitely someone that wanted to do well in school. I enjoyed going to school. Made sure I did all my work. My parents were on me about getting all my work done and studying hard, and they helped me a lot.
Here at Educators on Bikes, we like to get to the core of the matter.
Am I still a little close to my eyes?
You know what? We decided to bring in Mrs. Fazio. Miss Fazio, can you come on in? Mrs. Fazio, she's going to tell us a little bit about young Phil. Hey, Mrs. Faz. What was Phil? Tell us the real story, because we can't trust him. He has a beard now, and we'd like you to really tell us the real story about Phil.
All right. So when he was starting kindergarten, he had a little difficult time for the past. It had to be 2 weeks. He was going through a really bad time. So
Had a tough time.
yeah. So
Was it when he was learning to ride a bike? Was it during that time or no?
probably.
Yeah. This was clearly a tough time.
It's all connected now.
So we sent him over to a Catholic school.
Okay.
And for 2 weeks straight, I was getting a phone call from the principal.
Right.
So she'd say, Mrs. Fazio, I have somebody in my office that'd like to talk to you. So I get on the phone, hello? Mommy, come and get me. I'm like, Philip, what's the matter? Is everything okay?
Yeah.
No, Mommy, I want to come home. I don't like it here. So I'm like,
Just like I explained.
Does not sound like you painted a very different picture. Go on, Mrs. Foss.
so I think what happened was at the time I was pregnant to my second son, Jonathan.
Yeah.
And I think he was worried about what was going to happen to me. So,
Okay.
all right, so we give him a little slack.
Yeah,
right?
a little bit. Okay.
So at the end of the 2 weeks, it happened every day for 2 weeks.
He just kept calling home.
Every day.
And what was he saying on the phone again? It was
Just, Mommy, come and get me.
okay.
We heard it the first couple
I
times.
just wanted
So I have a picture here that you need to
Oh, a photo. All right. Yeah.
Oh,
Let's take
man.
this.
So
Let's take
this
this.
This is pre-beard?
see. Yes. This picture tells the whole story.
Oh my god. I'm gonna hold this one up.
And that
It looks like a mugshot.
That was a year later, but
You got this. Let's bring that.
this was taken during the time.
When was this? Dude, you look burnt out, man.
I was coming up a bender.
Yeah, the E True Hollywood story. Look at you're going through some tough times. So when was this taken?
This was taken during that 2-week period. He wasn't very happy, And then after the 2 weeks, we explained to him what was going on, and he was okay after that.
Right. So you were just worried about her. It really and it speaks to who you are, man. You're always thinking about others, and you're always thinking about your students, but you're always, even at that young, burnt out, like I don't know what's going on
Like
with
Gary Busey.
Yeah, even during your Gary Vee, you cleaned it up eventually though. Yeah, you eventually looks like you eventually got it together. And if you zoom in real close, you'll see a really big heart because that's my buddy Phil Fazio. This is his mom, and he's one of my best friends, but he's also somebody who's a great teacher, and he's got one of the biggest hearts I know, man. So thank you for being, and thank you, Mrs. Fazio, for being on the program. Thank you so much.
My
All
pleasure.
right. We kept it in the family today here in Asbury Park, hanging out with Mr. Phil Fazio. He's got a big heart, he's got a great beard, he's got a nice shirt, he's got a friend in me. See you next time on Educators on Bikes Getting Ice Cream. I'm surprised they didn't shut the school down after I left. They kept going.
It was really weird. We had a nice little ceremony. And,
But they kept. All right.
Your shirts are hanging in our rafters.
those shirts are actually your shirts.